Brian Fritz here with Hornswoggle as we get ready for WrestleMania 29. So you've been here for a bunch of these before. Talk about this one so far. I know the event hasn't happened, but the week for WrestleMania is going on. How it compares?
It starts here at Access. I mean, this is amazing. Every year they make it bigger and better, and they pulled out the big guns once again for this one. It's New York, New Jersey. Got to make it big.
You're such a huge fan, and you've been for so many years. What's it like for you to be able to go, we're at Access right now, and to be able to go around, see all the different things, and see the fans?
The inner fan in me is loving that CM Punk is singing Taylor Swift in the background right now. But I'm a huge CM Punk fan and an even bigger Taylor Swift fan, so that's awesome to me. But meeting these fans, that's what makes what we do worth it. I mean, to brighten their day and make their day and put smiles on their faces makes it all worth it. It's not work when you're doing that.
Okay, so here's the big question then. If you had a choice, it could only be one. Would you rather see CM Punk or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
What?
I didn't say it out loud. Don't tell him I said that. But no, I can watch his wrestling all day. Yeah. All day I can watch his matches. I've been a fan of him since when I was growing up, before he got here and on the Independents. Before I got here, I've always been a fan of his.
What match are you looking forward to the most? Because obviously you said CM Punk, taking on Undertaker.
Yeah, him and Undertaker. That'll be really, really good. I have a feeling it'll be a wrestling fan's dream match right there, and the spectacle of Rock Cena, I'm really looking forward to as well. It's gonna have that big match feel. Everyone, all of those fans will be on their feet for that match.
How difficult do you think is it now for anybody to have a match with Undertaker, because the expectations are just so high now, the way he steals the show?
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want that pressure. I wouldn't ever want that pressure of having to have that the match of the show. And you need to bring it that night with him, especially at WrestleMania.
How many more WrestleManias do you think Taker has left in him?
That's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think he'll keep going literally until he can't move. But he still steals the show. He can be hurting, and you always think, oh, this is going to be last. Then the next one, he still steals the show. It's amazing how he does it.
As a fellow fan, what matchup would you still like to see him have at WrestleMania that we haven't seen yet?
Him and Brock. I would like to see him and Brock Lesnar, or him and Cena, obviously.
Yeah.
Him and Cena would... You're going to get that answer more than anything, I know. But it would be that big match feel, and I'm all about that. If it feels big, especially for Mania, it's worth it.
What's it like being around Brock?
He's huge. He is just enormous. I definitely don't say the wrong thing around him. He will snap me like a twig. But he's a good guy.
He brings just this different sense, even when his music hits. It's like people just expect danger and mayhem to ensue.
That music hits, and these fans, I mean, last year when he returned, his music hit, and the fans, you just see this fan just get out of their seats. They were so excited and pumped up. His music alone gets those fans pumped up.
So what's the biggest thing for you that you are doing these days with WWE in your role?
These Be a Star programs and the Be a Star rallies. I'm really having a lot of fun talking to kids about anti-bullying and spreading that message outside the ring. So being able to do that makes my day.
How often are people still calling you Lil Bastard?
I thank God they cut that name. I guess they realized it's not too marketable, especially in the PG era.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
so.
but it was fun. Thanks, Michael Cole.
Do you like being around Khali? You've been around Khali a bunch, man.
Yeah, that was actually my first travel partner 7 years ago, and he still knows no more English than he did then. He's still not any better at English, as I messed up my grammar skills right there. But no, he's a good guy. He's at heart one of the biggest hearts I know.
What's the other language that you speak on TV that sometimes we can't make out?
The gibberish that I used to speak, I just simply gibberish.
I was hoping it was something a little bit different, like it was Vulcan or something.
No, it was just me gibbering.
So where are you going to be hanging out for WrestleMania?
Backstage with the rest of us, with the rest of the guys, and maybe making an appearance or two.
Is it okay to jump up and down in excitement watching WrestleMania backstage right away?
We all do. If you're, excuse me, if you're not a wrestling fan anymore, there's no reason that you should be doing what you're doing. If you don't love your job, whether you're a doctor, or, a nurse, whatever, if you don't care and love your job, get out and find something else you do care about. This is what I care about still. 6 years old till now, 20 years later, I still love wrestling. I'm going to be there as a fan watching with all the other fans.
Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Man. Hornswoggle getting ready for WrestleMania 29.
Thanks, guys.